flag.
I still don't. Oh, I see it now way over there.
Oh, the line judge on the other side.
I'm talking about it's down over way behind the play.
Okay.
So the ball goes back inside the 40 to the 38.
So this quarter has been filled with a bunch of mental errors and penalties.
So that'll be a 10-yard penalty back to the 38, make it 1st and 20. 4 receivers into the picture there for Independence. 2 on each side. They'll throw the ball here to the near side. It's caught. Nelson breaks a tackle, and they run him out of bounds across the 45 out to about the 47-yard line.
A big gain on 1st down.
So get 11 on the play and bring up 2nd and 9. From the 47. They're going to run the ball inside, and it's broken out to the outside by Likens. He's got running room. He's got a 1st down. He's inside the 40, down inside the 30, and a big gain for Independence as they get him out of bounds on the far side at the Roadrunner 28-yard line. Glad you're with us here on Video Productions. We apologize for some of the issues we've had, and we're up and live now. So at the 28 of Park, it's a 1st down for Independence. Independence has scored every time they've had the ball. Here's a handoff, big hole. Byers right down the middle, and he walks into the end zone for an Independence touchdown. Well, after having 4 one-play drives and a 5-play drive, what's wrong with them? That took 6 plays, Eric. A 6-play drive as we watch the instant replay.
6 plays and 5 penalties later.
Yes. 2 major penalties, and one thing for Park. Park, it was 4th and 18, and Park let them off the hook.
Let them off the hook.
Able to score.
After Park had played its best defensive series of the game. But you know what I'm excited for?
The kickoff.
The kickoff.
Because Park has run 2 back for touchdowns, Mr. Green. So here's the 2-point conversion. Myers on the roll, looks to throw. He'll keep it, and he'll able to get in the end zone to make it a 46-12 lead for Independence with 4:37 remaining in the first half. That was a 6-play, 65-yard drive, and Myers a 28-yard touchdown run. And once again, your new score is Independence 46 and Park 12. So Park's 2 touchdowns have been 2 kickoff returns by the young man Green for Park. He's got a 72-yard kickoff return and a 90-yard kickoff return. And, you know, Eric, you know, you might say, hey, we're going to kick the ball away from him. But then again, if you're Independence special teams coach, you might challenge your kids. We're going to kick it to him, go down there and cover it.
That's right. We'll see what they choose to do here.
But it's basically been the only offense that Park has been able really to muster up. And it's come off their special teams. You know, Independence put up 62 last week in their 62-6 win over Trap Hill. They've got 46 here. Here comes the kickoff, and it's going to be a little squib. And they're not going to kick it to him, and Park will get on it right there inside the 45, about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, and I think they understood the magnitude of kicking it deep, and well played right there. Just lean on the defense, because Independence, other than the kick returns, has not been able to – I don't think they've picked a first down up offensively.
They have not. The first possession, 3 plays and a block punt. Then they got held on downs. They had the kickoff return. They fumbled in 2 plays. They had another kickoff return, and now this possession here. And they'll have the ball. They'll put it down at, let's see, the 43-yard line. Looks like they haven't put the ball down yet. And now they have, 1st and 10 for Park on their own 43-yard line. Tyler Pugiley, the quarterback, up under center. 4:36 left in the half. Green goes in motion. They run the ball up the middle. And that's a positive play as they'll pick up, about 4 yards right across the 45. And actually, they'll get 3 yards on the play out to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and I think Independence is digging into their, bench now, putting in a few different players, mingle and mixing a few of the younger kids in.
What an explosive offense that we've seen from Independence. 2nd and 7 for Park. And we run the ball again up the middle, and that's going to move the pile for a couple more yards and get the ball out to the 48-yard line.
Run by number 24.
And, Eric, Park just trying to establish something, and actually they gain it out to the 49-yard line.
Yeah, just establish, pick up a first down, small victories,
So they're going to need about 4 yards here on 3rd down, coming up on 3.5 to go till halftime. Independence has scored every time they've had the ball. They've had 4 one-play drives, a 5-play drive, and a 6-play drive. "15 plays for Independence has got them 46 points. Here's a running play up the middle. They'll move the pile, but not quite enough for a first down. So they'll get the ball across midfield and make it 4th and short coming up for Park.
Yeah, this is go time if you're Park. The chances of your punt getting blocked.
Yeah, especially with the score of the game. You got the ball on the Independence 49-yard line. You're going to need 2 yards. You got to get to the 47. And a very makeable situation here for Park.
Yeah, this is this drive right here is the closest to where they've had the down the distance, even on 4th down.
So 4th and 2 coming up for the Roadrunners.
Found a little locket with somebody's picture.
And what do we got? We've got a timeout. Park will take a timeout and maybe discuss what play they want to run. And while we got a minute, I want to tell you about Judge Michael Frobel. Now, the election's coming up, and Judge Frobel is running in a runoff against Rusty, so that will come up on November the 5th, and Judge Frobel is excited about an opportunity to work for you as a circuit judge in Raleigh County. Also, tonight's game is brought to you in part by let me get this right. I got too much paperwork up here. By Exit Elevation Realty, as Luke Richmond is the broker. 256-0101. That's 304-256-0101. Or you can check them out on the web at www.exitelevation.com. Also, the game being brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Check out Futuristic Bowling every Friday and Saturday night. All right, 4th and 2 coming up for Park. They have the ball on their own 49. Got to get down to the 47-yard line. They're going to run a power I here. They're going to run the ball second man through, and it gets blown up. Green does not have a chance. They'll lose a yard right at midfield, and Independence will take over. That was a big-time hit, Eric.
Yeah, we'll see here on the replay, and it was a all-out blitz and just meeting the runner at the point of attack as Independence was able to turn Park away on downs.
So Independence will take over, and they'll put the ball down right at midfield. But Independence has scored every time they've had the ball. A one-play 68, 26, 35, and 13-yard drives, a 5-play 54-yard drive, and a 6-play 65-yard drive. 1st and 10. They'll work right from midfield. They got receivers to the top and bottom of your screen. Paxton Myers, the quarterback for Independence, and now they only had 10 players. Now comes the 11th player out on the field for Independence.
And I don't see the clock was not working
the ball
as far as
is caught here on the near side. Myers makes a man miss. He's got a first down. He spins and leans forward, and he's going to get the ball down to the Park 35-yard line, a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, just a big, heavy load to get down here. As you see Myers on the little pivot route there, as he catches it, just getting yards after the catch on every play.
Coming up on the 2-minute mark of the half. Here's a ball out in the flat. It's caught. Little spin move, breaks a tackle, falling forward, getting near first down. That's a good job by Frazier. And let's see where they put him down at. He's really close to first down. He might be just a tad short. I'm waiting for where they're going to put the sticks. Like he got about a little more than 8. They'll put him down at the 26-yard line of Park. That's a 9-yard gain, 2nd and 1. Myers to throw. The deep ball got a man across the middle. Myers makes the catch and waltzes into the end zone for a touchdown. Penalty flag on the far side. So hold the phone for a minute, and let's see if that touchdown will stand or if that will be brought back because of a penalty. But
had to be something formation-wise.
Protection was great. It was a beautiful thrown ball.
Legal shift, yep.
And that will cost not just the 5 yards, but that will negate a touchdown. So they'll walk off the penalty yards. The ball will go back to the 31-yard line. That's a 5-yard penalty. And it'll be 2nd and 6. Be a running play. It's a nice gain, just shy of the 25 to about the 26. That's Likens on the run. I'm going to bring up 3rd and short. And they'll put the ball down, looks to be the 27-yard line. So they're going to need 2 yards on this play. Coming up under a minute remaining in the half. There's a ball thrown to the end zone.
One-handed catch.
Caught.
Wow.
A beautiful catch, a touchdown by Connor James, as you called it, Eric. Able to get one paw, just stick that big hand up there and haul it in as we watch the replay.
Yeah, and the ball was on the money again. This is just a good pitch and catch.
But look at the protection. Beautiful thrown ball. The park defender really never had a chance, never really saw it. And a great job by Connor James, able to haul it in. So Independence has scored every time they had it. That's a 4-play, 50-yard drive, and that's the 52nd point. And Independence now going for 2 as they've had all night. And it's going to be a running play and just walking into the end zone. There's a late flag as Likens walks into the end zone. Let's see if that'll stand.
This has turned into a flag fest here in the second quarter.
Yeah, this reminds me of the first game we did back was Polk and Liberty. We had all those penalties. And let's see, I didn't see the indication. I think the 2-point conversion is good. It's going to be a hold on Independence, so they'll take the 2 points off the board and retry it. But, you know, the flag didn't come till like Byers was in. He was into the end zone, or Likens rather. He was into the end zone when the flag came.
And then the flag came out.
Yeah. So they'll go for 2 again, leading 52-12. They're going to run the ball again. Likens breaks a tackle, makes a man miss, wheeling and dealing his way, and he gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. So your new score is now Independence 54, Park 12. Scoring recap, that was a 4-play, 50-yard drive and a beautiful 27-yard touchdown pass from Myers to Connor James, and the 2-point conversion good. Scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. And I'll tell you what, Eric, doing this game, 54 points in the first half. We're just under a minute. Man, in the first half, Independence has 54 points. It's made me thirsty. I need a Pepsi.
I need a Pepsi as well. I mean, a lot of scoring. Your voice is going a little hoarse as much as you've been calling touchdown Independence, you know.
Yep. I tell you one thing, though, I'm well fed because Nick and we ate at Giovanni's Pizza tonight. Mamma mia, Giovanni's. You may not be Italian going in, but you'll be Italian coming out. Nick was laying some Italian on me when we walked out. He said, "Capisci." That's Italian for understand. And Nick understands that he understands. Here's the onside kick, and Independence is going to get it off the big hop. Boy, when it's going right, it's going right. The big hop, and right there is Brantley Redden, able to take that right off the turf.
Well, did it go 10 yards?
I think it did. Watch it. It had to go past the 50, and it did.
Yep. Okay.
It went 11, and there's a flag being thrown. If they say it didn't go 10, I know they can't use our replay, but it definitely did.
It went 11.
They're saying that it didn't, I think. I'm not sure what they're saying.
I don't think you can advance it. You can't advance it.
You can't advance it.
Can't advance it.
But I don't know why that would be a flag. So they'll get the ball at the 45 of Park. I don't think that should be a flag. That should just be something that you don't
Well,
advance.
if they can't advance it, won't they get it back where the 50 at the 49?
Right. So I don't understand the flag on that. But you're right. Why don't they get the ball at the 49 rather than the 45 if you can't advance it? And I don't understand why there'd been a penalty on that. All right, here's a running play. Likens trying to break some tackles, and he breaks a few. They can't get him to the ground. Good hard run. They move the pile, and it's a first down inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line.
Run of about 11 yards by number 10, Christian White.
We got an injured player down for Independence. But, yeah, Eric, I'm a bit curious about that myself, that the onside kick shouldn't have been a penalty. Flag came out. They recovered it at the 49 of Park, but they got it on the 45. So I don't quite understand that. But while we got a minute, we want to tell you about Heather Cantley. Heather Cantley is your local Edward Jones financial advisor. She has a new phone number at her office, 681-254-0097. And if you're making plans for retirement like I have and retired 3 years ago, you can get a traditional IRA or a Roth RIA. I need all the alphabet soup IRAs that I can get for my retirement. So Heather Cantley, she took excellent care of me. She'll take great care of you at 681-254-0097.
So a flag was actually thrown on that play, and they picked it up. So
it'll be a first down for Independence at the Park 34-yard line with 41 seconds left here in the first half. Independence has scored every time they've had the ball. 7 for 7, 7 possessions, 7 touchdowns. And I don't think you can be much more efficient than that. They'll run from the pistol set as Likens will line up behind Myers. Myers will pull it down. He's going to keep it. He's got running room. He's got blockers. He's down inside the 20. He fumbled the ball, but he fumbled it out of bounds. Like I said, when things are going good for you, they're going good for you.
Yeah, they're going good for you because Park had a chance to turn them over.
And they'll put him out of bounds at the 17-yard line. So that's a 21-yard gain by quarterback Paxton Myers. I guess what you call living right when the ball bounces your way.
And once again in the red zone here.
And he got out of bounds, stops the clock with 31 seconds left in the half. Looking back at the bench, maybe changing the play. Going to run the play to Likens. He's up inside, takes it to the outside, breaks a tackle inside the 10 to the 5 to the pylon, touchdown. Well, Independence has just made it look easy, Eric.
Yeah, a lot of missed tackles for Park. Just tough sledding right here because they had a chance to get him several times and just not able to corral him and bring him down.
60-12. They got 60 points in the first half. If they're successful in this two-point conversion, they'll have as many points here in the first half tonight as they had all of last week when they played Trap Hill. They'll line up and go for 2. It'll be a pass play, and that's a little high, and it'll be incomplete. So with 21 seconds left in the half, your new score, Independence 60, Park 12. Scoring recap brought to you by Pepsi of Southern West Virginia. That was a 3-play, 45-yard drive. And that was a 17-yard touchdown run that time. And I believe that was Likens right on that touchdown.
Yes, it was.
So it'll be kickoff time, and Independence has figured out you don't kick it to number 1 for Park, Mr. Green. Mr. Green's got 2 kickoff returns, and really Park doesn't have a first down. They really don't have much going for on offense, but Green has showed the big play capability with his speed to take kickoffs back to the house.
Well, there's one thing for certain that I definitely know. He is the fastest kid on the field. I mean, when he gets in space, he has a good chance to take it to the house.
Rashawn Green. I think that's how you say it, Rashawn or Rashawn Green. Anyway, I should call him Mr. Green.
Mr. Green.
I'd call him Mr. Green after those 2 kickoff
That's
returns.
Right. He has all 12 of Park's points.
So at some juncture of the game, I think if you're Independent, you want to kick it to him just to see if you can cover it. And that time they'll kick it to the up man, and he'll get out to the 45-yard line and put him down at the 44. And that's where Park will have it on this possession. And there's only 17 seconds left here in the first half. So it's been all Independence.
I'll say Park maybe a kneel it out, getting to halftime here.
Maybe kind of regroup. They put the ball to 44. Independence had 8 possessions, scored 8 touchdowns. And, you know, Eric, they were successful on all but 2 of their 2-point conversions. So 8 touchdowns, and they were 6 of 8 on 2-point conversions.
That's
it's pretty efficient.
Big time efficient.
So you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 17, 20. They have in 22 plays, they got 60 points, and that should be the final play of the half. And that will be the final play of the half. We're coming up on the Massey Power Sports halftime show. We'll have some stats. Chris Farish is here, our stat man. Of course, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander on camera. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. At halftime, it is 60-12 in favor of Independence. We'll take a second quarter break and be right back with the Massey Power Sports halftime show coming up next here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia High School athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
On the clock. He hands it off. Finds a hole in the middle. Clear. Nothing but Brian moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza. Better with Pepsi.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
How much is that doggy in the window?
Let the sun shine in. Get started today with new windows and doors from Window World of Beckley. What better way to do that than our energy-efficient windows and doors for every budget and style? We offer superior products, professionally installed at a guaranteed low price. We offer great financing options too. So why wait? Transfer your home today with Window World of Beckley and let the sun shine in.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to Independence Middle School here in Coal City, West Virginia for the Massey Power Sports halftime show. At the break, Independence leads Park 60-12. I'm Maris Lowry. Eric Thomas is here. We have the stat genius, and he is a genius. When you see him out in public, you can call Chris Farish Wile E. Coyote because that's a genius. Isn't that right, Eric?
That's right.
The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins here. And last, but certainly not least, the brains of the outfit, Faith Alexander here. 60-12 is the score. And, Eric, you have some of the numbers, and they've all been Independence numbers. They had the ball 8 times in the first half. They scored on all 8 possessions.
Man, and with those 8 possessions, they ran up 383 total yards. But it's a balanced attack. 190 yards on the ground and 193 through the air, Maris. Leading the way on the ground is Likens with 8 carries, 116 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Viers has 2 carries, 41 yards, and a touchdown. And the quarterback, Paxton Myers, has 2 carries for 33 yards. And through the air, Myers is 8 of 10 for 193 yards and 3 touchdowns. Receiving-wise, Viers leads the way with 2 catches, 96 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Connor James probably had the play of the game, the one-handed catch as he reeled it in one-handed, 2 catches, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
So Independence very efficient. Park really not much offense to speak
Yeah,
of.
just negative 3 yards. But hat goes off to Green, or Shine Green, has the all 12 points with 2 kickoff returns in the first half.
So at the break, as we've got here, I think a replay.
There's the replay of
that one-handed catch.
Yes.
Here in the Massey Power Sports halftime show, 60-12 is the Independence lead. We'll take a break, come back, get you ready for the second half here on Video Productions.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
When you're about to go on the most important journey, it matters who you choose to start it with. From your very first prenatal appointment, Access Health's dedicated team is here to support you with the latest technology and personalized care. Preparing for your little one's arrival is a special time. And when the big day arrives, you can be confident knowing you have the same team to guide and support you. Access Health, your partner in health every step of the way.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
When you're in need of a plumber, you want someone that's going to treat you like family. Modley's Plumbing and Heating, a family-owned business since 1987, wants you to know our customers and employees are as important as family. Built by family to families, quality work is our hallmark at Modley's Plumbing and Heating. So the next time you're in need of a plumber, give Modley's Plumbing and Heating a call at 304-253-HELP. Help to Modley's means handling every little problem.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
60-12, the halftime score. We were informed here in the press box that they're going to have a running clock, 4-minute quarters in the second half. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by your local Edward Jones financial advisor, which is Heather Cantley, and you can call Heather up at 681-254-0097. Also being brought to you tonight by State Farm. Your State Farm agent, Scotty Brown, in Shady Spring. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can dial up Scotty at 681-238-6130. Also, the game tonight brought to you by United and Infinity Co. Infinity Co. offers no premium, no deductible health insurance with dental and vision coverage. They also offer a company-paid life insurance, prescription drug coverage, and a company-matching 401k plan. Also, tonight's game brought to you in part by Leisure Lanes, Johnstown Road in Beckley. Check them out every Friday and Saturday night for futuristic bowling with music, glowing lanes, light show, fog, from 10 to midnight. For more information, you can call Leisure Lanes 304-253-7328. Also, the game is brought to you in part by WV Exit Elevation Realty. Is Luke Richmond, your broker, 304-256-0101, or you can check them out online at wvexitelevation.com. Also, Michael Frobel, as he's in a runoff to be the circuit judge. He'd be proud to be your circuit judge, and he wishes all the athletes in Raleigh County the best of luck as he's running in a runoff election on Election Day, November the 5th. Michael Frobel for judge. Well, Eric, like we said, we've been told that we're just going to have 4-minute quarters and a running clock. As Independence, I tell you, they've really showed how explosive they are. And when you look at their drives, like I said, they had 4 one-play drives. They had 8 touchdowns in that first half. They had 8 possessions, 8 touchdowns, and half of their possessions just one play.
Yeah, and the thing is that they really exuded, and it showed that they're dominant on both sides of the line of scrimmage. And Park's not really been able to run anything efficiently against them. And you know, it was, like, as you stated, the first 2 plays from scrimmage for them kind of set the tone for Independence as they were able to score back-to-back first plays, and Park's never really been in it after that.
And as you stated there when you gave the numbers, as Paxton Myers threw for 193 yards and 3 scores, and, you know, he's got a good arm on him, but the fact, too, he was never even touched. He had great pocket presence because he was never pressured.
Yeah, no pressure at all, and he was just able – it was like basically playing 7-on-7s where they just have the defensive backs covering the wideouts, and the wideouts were wide open.
This is the Massey Power Sports halftime show, and we're moments away from starting the third quarter. They got the lights on. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas. The heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, producing and directing. Like I said, we have the stat genius on hand, Chris Farish, and I saved the best for last because she's the brains of the outfit. The first time I had an opportunity to work with her this year, and that's Faith Alexander. She's on camera. So ready to start the second half. 60-12 is the score. Like I said, we're going to have 4-minute running clock quarters as Independence is set to kick it off. And, Eric, it'll be interesting to see if they kick the ball to Mr. Green. And I call him Mr. after those 2 electrifying touchdown kickoff returns for Park. He had a 72-yard kickoff return and a 90-yard kickoff return.
But I'm with you with this big lead. I would kick it to him and teach.
Challenge your players.
Your kids to stay in their lane.
Because that's the only way you're ever going to learn, right? You got to have lane integrity. And we talk about that when you're rushing, when you're kicking off, when you're punting, you got to stay in your lane.
Okay, now they're saying 6-minute quarters, but
okay,
what's shaving 2 minutes off going to do?
Well, I guess it's going to be a running clock. They told us 4 minutes, and now they put 6 minutes, but I guess it will be a running clock. Is the way the ball is on the tee, Eric, they're not going to kick it deep.
And definitely not kicking it deep.
No, little squib kick. Park's going to get good field position. He's picked up one of the upbacks, and he's going to get the ball out near midfield. And that's Braden Shore there that took that kick. So Park will have their first possession, and there's an injured player. Independence getting up a little slow there, limping off the field as Park's going to have the ball right at, 49-yard line. That's where Park will set up shop. 1st and 10 on their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Independence has definitely dipped into their bench. And let's see. Looks like Park has too many men on the field.
And they're going to have to burn a timeout. And, boy, you hate that coming right out of the locker room, your first play of the first possession of the second half, and you have to burn a timeout because you have too many men on the field. But tomorrow, Eric, we're looking forward to it. It ought to be a great game. It is Beckley, their home opener at Van Meter Stadium. You and I will be there. We'll have it on Video Productions. It'll be Beckley 2-0. 2 big wins on the road over Washington in overtime, beat their arch rival Greenbrier East, shut them out for the first time since 1982. They'll take on the Parkersburg South Patriots, 1-1, losers to Wheeling Park in week 1, but a bounce-back big win against University last week.
Yeah, big win by Parkersburg South, and as we stated on our podcast that the viewers, we should tell them about. But Parkersburg has owned this series. The last 4 games, they've won big.
So here's going to be a running play. Park's going to be able to get some positive yards, and Mack very close to a first down, and that was a good job at that time, as that's Zayden Johnson-Hill on the carry as he crosses midfield, down inside the 45, and he got 9 on the play.
Yeah, a good little run up the gut and some positive yards for this Park team. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going here in the third quarter.
At the Independence 43, like I said, we got a running clock, a 6-minute quarters. Normally you play 8 in middle school, of course 12 in high school, 15 in college in the NFL. Fugale up under center. It looked like the ball was out. It looked like there should have been a flag because it looked like half the line moved and the other half didn't.
Yeah, and I think as the line moved, the center didn't get the ball to the quarterback, and it's a turnover on Independence. I mean, for Park, and Independence takes over.
Maybe the one time a flag should have came out, it didn't.
Right.
I don't want to encourage them.
Don't encourage them.
So as we watch the replay there, we thought we were going to watch it. It'll be a turnover, and Independence will take over, and they'll have the ball on their own 41-yard line. So Independence scored every time, and now they've got a new quarterback into the ball game. And we're going to pull up the roster, and that's Redden. Brantley Redden is the new quarterback. He recovered an onside kick in that first half.
Yes, he did.
So Independence will have it a first down on their own 41-yard line. They have a little running play. There's a flag out, and there's a good gain, but I think it's coming back across midfield and the first down the far sideline.
Landon Carroll, good run for nothing, but It looks like it's going to be an illegal shift again.
So
anytime you see it from that side, judges.
Yeah, and actually there's one here on the near side as well as one on the far side. One at the bottom of the screen, one at the top of the screen. So the side judges were both on top of it.
Illegal shift.
Yep.
Great little run, though, by Landon Carroll.
And, you know, sometimes when you've sprinkled in which Independence has some backups, you have that.
Yes.
They're not used to running that many reps together, and it's just part of the process. So the penalty will back the ball up back to the 36-yard line and make it 1st and 15 for Independence. Lead big in the game, 60-12. Like I said, it's playing 6-minute quarters running through, so we're under 3 minutes. The quarter's already half over. So from the shotgun, it'll be a pass play here out in the flat.
This is open.
It's caught and stumbling through, though. Good job by Landon Carroll. But, you know, I think if he was able to keep his feet.
I think that's a touchdown.
That's what I'm saying. If he was able to stay upright and keep his feet.
You were thinking my thoughts there, because if he catches that in stride, that is going for 6.
Yes. And the ball's out over the 40 to the 42. But I was right with you, partner. I think if he was able to keep his balance.
Yeah, his speed, there
was nobody on the near side here for Park to get him. He would have been streaking down the sideline.
That's for sure. But see, I love to see the younger guys get mixed in.
Quarterback Brantley Redden, as he's looking over there, maybe trying to get what the play's going to be. They're signaling the play in. Second down play. Redden, they flush him out of the pocket, and he's just going to tuck it up under and keep it. And he's got a nice gain as he gets out to the 45-yard line.
But good pursuit by Park. I didn't see the number, Maris, who ran him down.
Yes, good hustle.
Good hustle.
They'll give him the 46-yard line. He got 4 on the play, did Redden. They'll go quick. Like I said, the clock won't stop. Only 6-minute quarters with a running clock. And I'm sure if you're out there, you want to get as many plays as you possibly can, because there's a lot of players play on both sides that doesn't play as much as they'd like to. So from the 46 on third down for Independence. Redden with the snap. It's going to be a running play. There's some room on the near side. That's a first down and more. Big gain, and this is going to go for a touchdown. Down here on the near sideline, into the end zone for an Independence touchdown.
Yeah, good-looking run.
Cannon Pugh, and he looked like
shot out of
a cannon, yes. As Pugh scampers into the end zone. That's a 54-yard touchdown run. And that's 9 possessions and 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, they had to keep the streak going, and, you know, this is something you don't see on any level of football. Just scoring play after play, possession after possession.
Yeah, 66-12. And, Eric, out of the 9 possessions, they've got 4 one-play drives. And after a Park turnover, they only needed 3 plays on that one to go 54 yards. The 2-point conversion is good. So that was a 59-yard drive in 3 plays. The touchdown run by Cannon Pugh of 46 yards. The 2-point conversion is good, and that's the end of the third quarter. 66-12. We'll be back with the fourth quarter coming up next on Video Production.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatscity.com.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
You have a.
Here's the ensuing kickoff. And, one thing I noticed, Eric, and maybe they weren't worried about, they didn't switch ends, new quarter.
Sure didn't.
They didn't switch ends.
Did not.
Maybe that's such a big deal. But still, if you're going to keep time, you're going to do all the things that you do.
Do it right.
You probably should have switched ends.
Exactly.
So Park will have it on their 42-yard line.
I think Park would switch ends now. Spot the ball where it's at and switch ends.
On their own 42. Like I said, it's just a running clock here of 6 minutes. Independent's going to go 2-0. Park's going to go 0-2. We'll have Park later in the year as well. We're going to have Park against Beckley Stratton. That's on October the 3rd. That's during Beckley Woodrow Wilson's homecoming. There's a fumbled snap. And let's see if Park's able to retain possession. I think they did. And they do. The second down. No gain on the play. In fact, we'll have Park against Beckley Stratton, and I think we're going to have Park later in the year against Trap Hill.
Yep, Park Trap Hill, Park Beckley Stratton. Looking forward to those.
Yeah, we'll have Beckley Stratton against Shady. Shady was playing Eastern Greenbrier tonight. That's on Video Productions as well. Greenbrier East at Bluefield on Video Productions tonight as well. But here, it's been all Independents. 4.5 to go.
So did that Bluefield Greenbrier East game kick off at 7?
I'm not sure if it's 7. It's 7:30 right now. I'm not sure if it was a 7 kickoff or 7:30. Here's going to be a running play that's not going to really amount to much. And that carry is Zayden Johnson-Hill. And it'll bring up third down. They'll get a yard on that one to the 43. But it's just been tough sledding for Park. They've really been overmatched here tonight.
Yeah, I don't think right now they're probably not even knocking on 25 yards of total offense.
No. So Hughley, actually they got a new quarterback in there. And I'll get you that name here in just a second.
Going to have a flag on the play.
In fact, the roster that was given to me doesn't have numbers for everybody. So they do have a new quarterback into the ball game. Both teams kind of shuffling players in and out. Got a breezy night. Seems like the fall's kind of set in up here at Coal City tonight. There's a fumbled snap, but they're able to still run the play. And that's a nice little gain across the 45-yard line. And that's Zayden Johnson-Hill on the run. And that'll bring up fourth down. Ball will get out to the 45, and the Independents will call a timeout. So they will actually stop the clock during the timeout, which was good. 68-12, Independents leading. So, with the 9 games that they won last year and the first game that they won last week, even my math, I can count that that's 10. So tonight will be, in the last 2 years, their 11th straight victory.
And not many points scored against them.
And I was going to say, not only have they won 11 in a row, Eric, but all of their games have been by wide margins.
Big time margins.
So, this fares well for the high school for Coach John Lilly when you're talking about, is this a school that feeds into Independence High School? They share this field. And, of course, we'll be here next week for Independence's high school opener, the home opener, when they take on Scott. And that should be a battle. Independence has a big game tomorrow night on the road up at Summersville against Nicholas County. So on 4th down, I think they missed a down in there because they're going to give the ball to Independence, but it should be 4th down for Park. They only ran 3 plays.
Yeah, they only ran 3 plays.
Right. They only ran 3 plays, and they gave the ball to Independence. So I don't know about all that. There's the quarterback rolling out, throws it. It's caught. And it's a nice gain. And now there's a penalty flag down the field. But, Eric, I don't understand that because Park only ran 3 plays, and then they gave Independence the ball. And waiting to see what the penalty is. It's against Independence.
And actually, could you run the replay of that again, heavy hitter? If you can see it, he cut up the field too early. Yeah.
But, our also replay will show that Park only ran 3 downs.
Yeah.
I mean,
definitely.
They only ran 3 plays, so they should have had a 4th down. I mean, that's neither here nor there in the big scheme, big picture. But I just think if, you
never know. They could have broken on that.
You should do everything. Well, you should give every team the full opportunity, and they should have switched ends at the quarter as well. So with the penalty, ball comes back across midfield to the 49-yard line, coming up on the final 2 minutes of the game. There's a fumble, and it's picked up by Independence, and around the right end, and there's some running room. That's a good run. And that is Landon Carroll. And, he's not a big guy, but, boy, he's
got some wheels.
He does. And not only that, he's got that it in him, right?
Yeah, he does.
So, nice gain.
He's spunky.
Yep. Ball goes down to the 31-yard line. Minute and 40 left in the game. Independence has scored on every possession. They lead 68-12 from the 31 at Park. Redden the quarterback for Independence. And they're going to pitch the ball out here to the near side. And a nice little run that time again by Landon Carroll.
It should be coming up on the last couple of plays here.
Yeah, coming up on the final minute of this one, which has been all Independence from the beginning. In fact, Park really had no offense to speak of. They were able to get 2 kickoff returns for their only points of the game. So from the 26-yard line, in fact, this might be the next to the last play, or this could be the last play. Redden takes the snap. He's going to throw it, going to the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. And guess who? Landon Carroll hauls it in for an Independence touchdown. And, Eric, I know like some people will say, in your last 30 seconds, you got this big lead and you're still throwing the ball. But, if you're Park, you got to defend it and you got to play it. And Independence able to score a touchdown and take the lead to 74-12. And that should be the last play of the game. We'll have a quick wrap-up show in the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show as they will go for 2. And they will get it, and the new score, which will be the final score of the game, it'll be 76-12. So your final score will be Independence 76 and Park 12. That'll be the ball game. Independence will go to 2-0. Park will go 0-2. We'll take a break, come back, and get you to the Pioneer Community Bank Show here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert Z. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Welcome back into the Pioneer Community Bank postgame show with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry, and well, this wasn't much a game as Independence was able to be a very dominant team, and you can see it by the score there, 76-12. They scored every time they had the ball, Eric, and they were very efficient in doing it. And we'll have the stats from the stat genius Chris Farish here momentarily, but this is the first time that you and I have done a middle school game this year. Your assessment of what you saw here tonight?
Just dominant team, man. This Independence team, really, really good. That just sums it up. But I think late in the game, even their twos come in, you know, and a lot of people will say at the end of the game shouldn't be airing it out, but you know, they play JV a little bit, so I don't know. Independence is just really, really good, and a really, really good team. It's going to be hard for any middle school to beat them.
Right, and they got multiple good players. It starts with, you know, their quarterback, Myers, but, of course, he has good players up front to protect him. But you got Myers, DeVires, you got Nelson, you got Frazier, you got Likens, you got James. They all played a big part in this big convincing win here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, and those guys, as you said, that bodes well for Coach John Lilly on the high school level, because not only are they're athletic, they're big kids. They're really big, good athletes.
All right, final score 76-12. We'll take our final post-game break here in the Pioneer Community Bank post-game show. We'll have numbers from this big Independence win when we come back here on Video Productions.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Every bite better with Pepsi.
Take care of this by the end of the day.
Sure, I'll take care of that. Done.
It's that easy with compliance. Compliance, we've got your back office.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Don't drop the ball. Come see your hometown legends at the all-new Greenbrier Ford in Beckley. We won't be beat.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. You keep us going. Thank you.
Final score, Independence defeats Park 76-12. And Eric, you have the numbers of this big Independence middle school win.
Yeah, 491 total yards of offense for Independence, and they did it 265 yards rushing and 226 through the air. I mean, just I take forever reading all the stats,
Right.
and that just sums it up.
Well, just give me for a minute like the passing numbers for the quarterback Paxton Myers.
He was 8 of 10 for 193. Never threw the ball in the second half. And Redden came in and threw. He was 2 of 2 for 33 yards.
And maybe the leading rusher.
The leading rusher was Likens, and did it all in the first half. 8 carries and 116 for 3 touchdowns.
Also, in really Park's only 2 touchdowns. The only really spark they had was Green. He had a 72 and a 90-yard kickoff return. So that'll do it from here at Coal City. Once again, the final score: Independence defeats Park Middle 76-12. Independence is 2-0. Park Middle 0-2 for our entire staff. For the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, and he really worked hard to make this happen. We appreciate his hard work and his patience for getting us on the air. For my partner, Eric Thomas. For the stat genius, Chris Farish. And last, but certainly not least, well, I guess I call myself last, but Faith Alexander here on camera. She is the brains of the outfit. I'm Maris Lowry saying good night, everybody. We'll talk to you tomorrow from Beckley at Van Meter Stadium.